We'll see how this video goes. We are going to go away. Make sure you're focused. Look, I'm not wearing anything, but I am. I always am. So today's video, I will be attempting to do Kylie Jenner's Valentine's rapid something and another. Her Valentine rapid fire makeup tutorial. I do not own any Kylie cosmetics. Gonna be completely honest with you, it's way too expensive for me. So I'm rolling with e.l.f. and NYX and questionable makeup right now. So that's what we're gonna do this look, and we're going to do a very bad job at it, but we'll make it work. I need to open my eyes. Along with doing her makeup, I'm going to be answering her questions, you know, to make this more entertaining. I don't even know if I'm speaking English right now. I'm also wearing a shirt. It's just, I haven't zoomed in from here up, and it just looks like I'm not wearing anything, so, well, you know. As a huge disclaimer, I am in no way, shape, or form a beauty guru. I don't know what I'm doing. Never know what I'm doing, so I'm just rolling with it. If I don't do the proper technique, you're just gonna have to deal with it. So ignore my nonsense. We're just doing this for fun. But before I begin, you want to start with a clean face. My face is not completely clean. I didn't do anything in that. Alright, fine. Alright, my face is as clean as it's gonna be right now because I'm about to mess this thing up anyways. Before I push play, I'm gonna start off with priming my face because that's what you're supposed to do. I also don't have a mirror, and I probably should have gotten a mirror, so I will be staring into the viewfinder for this thing. So, I mean, it's not gonna be precise. You need to get those wrinkles in.
We are gonna play a Valentine's rapid fire question
We are?
game in honor of my Valentine's collection launching on February 1st.
I would actually prefer a fancy dinner at home. I don't like going, I mean, I do like going, well, I used to like going out, but since myself and my husband are really, really good cooks, I don't like spending $1 zillion for something I can, you know, get twice as much for the same price or even less. So we like to cook really good dinners at home. I actually don't have anything planned for Valentine's Day. I'm not big on the romance anniversary stuff, so like I really don't care if he forgets because I forget. So I mean, any excuse to get a good meal or have a lobster is good enough for me. I guess I'll behave myself makeup wise, and I'll do my eyes first, and then I'll do my foundation and all of that stuff. I want to start off using my NYX Professional Makeup Blend of Lollies. I will just really be using these two colors right here. So I'm going to start off with the primer. This is a really bad idea because I can't see anything. Actually, I should zoom in, shouldn't I? Alright. Am I beautiful? I'm actually gonna stick tape on my face, so my eyeliner is all, you know, appropriate for the makeup look. I don't know. Anyways, I really need a mirror because I feel like I stuck that directly on my eye and I can't see anything. Where's my mirror? Mirror, hello, where'd you go? Hello? Oh mirror, where did you go? Oh, you're right here. Okay, I don't need that. I'm gonna lay you here. I did put that in there, oh gosh. Now that my eyes are taped, I am going to start off with this shade right here. I'm also going to use this thermojig that stops the eyeshadow from falling because I bought it and I need to use it.
Go out for a nice dinner or something.
Teddy bear or jewelry?
Obviously.
I
don't
like
really drink rosé.
Whoa, you're going too fast for me there, sister. I would prefer teddy bears. So, ooh, oh, okay. Now I'm gonna go in with this red shade right here because she's wearing red, and you know, it's the only logical color to use. Oh no, I need that. I really don't know how well this is coming out because I can't see shit. And, you know. Next question. Red wine or rosé? I don't like anything that does not taste like juice. I hate the taste of dry wine, so it's just like nasty to me. If it's sweet, then I would like it, so I assume a rosé. What happened here? This looks like my cat bit it up. How else? This is the second time I'm literally using this thing, and it should not come apart like this, so that means you did it. Looking at her eyes, I don't know what I'm doing. It looks like it's slightly smoked out. So I'm going to use this Pure Be Yourselfie palette that I got for Christmas. And I'm going to kind of blend in, I don't know what she looks like. It looks darker. I'm gonna use this shade. I'm also going to lose everything that I have in my hand. But I'm going to go under my waterline with the wrong side with the red and do that now so I don't have to later. I still feel like she looks like it's dark on the inside, so I'm gonna actually use this dark brown for the crease of my eye with a different brush that I'm gonna use this one. Probably not what she did, but I'm doing it anyways. I kind of look like a red raccoon so far. Anyways, I'm going to create a sort of cut crease, but not really because I'm going to blend it all in anyway, so it's not going to be that sharp. With my concealer, I don't know what this is, CoverGirl? A light pale? I should just leave it like this, right? This is really difficult to do without a mirror. So, I mean, don't judge me. Okay, let's answer a new question. I would prefer red. In all honesty, if I had to pick one, it would be none, and I would like those edible orange mints because I like to eat. So, I mean, I would go with flowers that I can eat, but if I can't eat it, then red roses. So I'm going to go back over everything that I just, you know, concealed out with this medium to lighter shade. I'm just kind of going back over everything with my red eyeshadow, and I'm going to use this mirror now because this is like a mess. Whatever. Okay, let's see how you manage. Ouch. Okay.
I need some red roses. Hello?
Milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
Girl, all the way.
I hate dark chocolate unless it's those resin, I don't know how you pronounce it, those chocolates. That's the only dark chocolate that I really like. But milk chocolate, definitely. Color eyeshadow or wing liner? I definitely love the wing liner, and I can do with that and not only and just be fine. I haven't mastered color, kind of can see it here, but I just like eyeliner. Anyways, I'm kind of going over and fixing whatever I did not get because of my poor tape application. Finally, I'm going to go in the inner corners with this light shade. She has like a light kind of shade, so I'm going to use this one. I just realized I put it all over my nose, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to wipe it off anyway. Speaking of eyeliner, since she's not really wearing any black under her eyes, I'm going to use a dark brown one instead and then use my NYX eyeliner. Red or pink? I would definitely pick, in terms of Valentine's Day, red. I'm gonna use regular eyeshadow. This is the LA Colors HD Waterproof Eyelash Mascara. I don't know what I'm actually talking about, so I doubt I'm using the right terms for this, but you know. I do want my inner corners to be a little bit brighter, so I'm going to use this like shimmer shade, but mix it with the top layer since it's the brightest. I'm still ignoring the fallout from this eyeshadow because I'm going to wipe my face clean before I put my foundation anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Like, it's not that big of a deal. That's a hard one because I like them both. I think they look really good and it could look really good together. I guess I pick ultimately, I don't know. I think they're both equal. So I'm gonna use these Baby Beauty Forever Young lashes that I got from the dollar store. So probably would look much better if you had real lashes. Technically they're all real because they're in my hand, but you know, actually like good lashes that don't look plastic and crazy, but that's all I have, so that's what we're gonna use. Just pretend I'm using good ones. So to kind of try and fix them a little bit, I'm gonna bend the hell out of them. All I did was kind of run my finger and you can see the difference of how much I just curled it just now by just like kind of pinching and scraping my nail against the outskirts of it. And now it's curled. While that dries, I'm going to answer some more questions. Black. I'm not putting any more eyeshadow on, so in the meanwhile, I'm going to wipe my face clean. I didn't realize it was not recording, so what I did was I applied my eyelashes, I applied my foundation, I used the e.l.f. Caramel shade. If you're my skin tone, then this is what it kind of looks like. It's basically the same thing. And I used, what did I say next? I don't know, I'm not speaking English right now, damn. I also answered a question and used my e.l.f. Beauty Shield baking powder. I will be contouring my face as well since I forgot to do that before I put the powder on, but you know, everything's a mess. This is a hot mess in general, so it doesn't matter. But I'm going to answer the question that I just answered. I think, what did I say? I think the next question I answered was sweethearts or chocolate covered strawberries, and my answer was chocolate covered strawberries. I used to love sweethearts, but I never had chocolate covered strawberries, and now that I did, I like them much more. But it really depends on the chocolate itself. If the chocolate sucks, then the whole thing kind of like falls flat on its face. I am a cheater, so I use the darkest shade of the Fit Me foundation as a concealer, and I know, not concealer, a contour, because if you use a little bit and blend it in, if you use a little bit and blend it in, it works just the same. So this is going to last me a very, very long time. Can I help you, Kat? What do you want? What do you want? What? What do you want? You just want to be nosy. So I just take a small brush and kind of follow the lines of my contour in a really bad fashion. I really don't know where this cat is creeping off to because, like, he knows it, I know it, I have everything here. Excuse me, sir. We don't want you up here. I don't know where you're sneaking off to. Yeah. So I need you to get the out of here. I'm gonna, like, wipe this off and blend that way. I don't want to blend more foundation that it doesn't need to be. My next question is, what would you do on your perfect Valentine's date? I've never actually been on like a real full-on Valentine's date because it's always been hectic or busy, or you know, we're working, so it's not like we go out of our way to do anything fancy or special. My perfect date would be on a day we don't have work, we don't have to do anything, we can just sit and relax. I would love to go somewhere nice that has a bubble bath. I want to eat some good food and just kind of relax. Maybe a good movie, like something very simple, you know, nothing too extravagant or fancy. Like, I don't want to go like on a super expensive trip. I just want to relax and eat some good food, honestly, and, you know, not have to go to work the next day. This is really contoured. Well, that took longer than expected because I was using this itty bitty brush that's not meant for contour blending, but, you know, I used what I got. So I think I'm gonna dust this off my face because I keep licking it and it tastes terrible. So I also probably should have used concealer before I started baking my face, but I always forget, so, you know, I don't really need it anyways. For my eyebrows, I just always do the same thing. I use this nude Wet n Wild eye/lip liner and this brown brow gel. I don't remember who it's from, Elf. I just kind of use the eyeliner instead of concealer because I'm not that great with my brows just yet. Use my fingers. Next question, what is your ideal Valentine's Day outfit? I would say a nice dress, maybe. I don't really dress up for Valentine's Day either because we're so busy and we're always working and doing something, you know, important, so we never get to like have a day dedicated to that, but we kind of do Valentine's Day dates throughout the year anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal for us. But if I were to doll myself up, maybe a nice dress, a black one probably, and some nice makeup and my hair done. As for blush, I literally use Elf for everything because that was the closest store to me in the mall and everything's cheap and that's how I like it. So I am using this shade of blush and she's really red, and this is the shade Always Fiery. For my highlighter, I bought this rose gold-ish liquid kind of liner from Amazon for like $3. I don't know where it is, but oh, here it is. It is Podare? I can't really recommend anything because what I got from it, but use the highlighter that's nice and works for you. It's starting to pull itself together because it kind of looked really crazy in the beginning and I didn't think that it would work out, but you know, it looks kind of alright. Homemade or store-bought gifts? I would prefer store-bought. I do a lot of crafting, a lot of creating, a lot of everything, so I have a huge wish list on my like Amazon thing, and there's a lot of things that I want to get for cosplay and all of that stuff, and you can't make it, so I like to get what I need so I can create more things. So I would much rather store-bought things, but I don't care for diamonds and I don't care for chocolate and I don't care for flowers. I just want the stuff that I can do my hobbies with. I guess finally, for the last bit of whatever for my face, I have to do my lips. I do not have the shade that she has. I don't have any lip liner that she has. Actually I didn't really look. I might, but let's see. Lip liner, where did it go? Lip liner, I don't know. Where's lip liner? I don't know. Is this a lip liner? This might be the shade. But my lips are dry AF, so I'm going to use some Vaseline. If I can find it, here it is. Having really big lips in the winter isn't the best. It just dries and cracks and it's just painful and miserable. This is the Intense Matte Lip / Cheek Pencil Crayon Matte whatever from Kiss? I don't know. I got this as a Christmas gift and this is in the shade. Wait, is Kiss the shade? I don't like the shade that it's leaving and it's really setting my lips on fire. I don't know what it's doing. Maybe it's like a lip lip plumping that I don't really need. So I'm going to use this shade in Bright Poppy from e.l.f. It's a liquid matte lipstick. And I'm going to use a little bit of it. Too much. This is like a hot mess because I keep forgetting to press record every time I do anything. But I didn't like the shade that came out, you know, whatever. It was a little too bright pink, fresh orange for me. So I just used a little bit of my e.l.f. blushing brown shade. My skin was also a bit too shiny from the highlighter, so I just used a CoverGirl powder blend of this and like a darker shade to get my proper tone, and I kind of just like dulled out my cheeks and my nose. Put a little bit under here. The closest thing I have to red, I mean, I have a really obnoxiously bright red, and that's too red for this, and this one's kind of too dark. I don't have anything in between, so I'm just gonna use the darker one. It's not a lace front, so I can't do my hair like her hair. So just work with it. Okay, so I can't do her hair because, like, you know, you'll see where the lace is for this thing. I'm going to pin this up though. I need the mirror. What is this? Please tell me right now what is going on with my life. This is the closest I can get to her hairstyle without looking completely insane. I don't know. Whatever. Outfit wise, I don't have any of that stuff, so I'm gonna use some red body paint and some glitter, you know. You don't got it, fake it. So of course it wouldn't be Kandy without her body paint. I'm using the Mayron Paradise paint in the color red, and I'm gonna kind of wing it. She has a turtleneck going on. Kind of looks like a necklace. Nice. I mean, if you have like a red sequins turtleneck in your closet, I would definitely recommend that, because this isn't a real shirt, so you can't really go outside. But we're not doing this for the actual wear part. We're just, I don't know what we're doing here. We're just painting. Time to ruin our life with glitter. This paint dries pretty fast, and I don't want to use off all of my spirit gum to like stick this on, or my glue, my glitter glue. So I'm going to use this hairspray because it sticks and it's sticky, and you know. Ooh, it is cold, cold, cold. And this works, so. This is gonna be an absolute nightmare to take off, but you know, whatevs. So I'm gonna use this black matte shade to kind of do a little bit of shading for the neck and the crease line. I'm also putting a little bit of black dots because when I apply my rhinestones, which I don't have enough of, we want some type of shading and shadows, so it's not one-dimensional. Kind of looks like cheetah spots. We'll see if this works or not. Finally, it's the rhinestones, and I am using red, which I really don't have that much of, so I can't honestly do this look. I wish I did, but I don't. So I'm just gonna kind of roll with it. So to apply, I'm just using spirit gum and applying these red rhinestones as much as possible to spread it out, but I know it's not gonna get everything. I need to clean this up a little bit. Whenever you're using spirit gum, don't forget to tap it to make sure it becomes sticky, otherwise it won't stick. Once it becomes a little tacky, then you're able to apply your rhinestones. I think the way I'm going to apply this is basically like a necklace to see what I have and to basically just use it. I don't know. Since I have no more red, I'm going to use these dark pink rhinestones, which if you put it on top of the red, it's sort of, you know, it works good enough. So that's what I'm going to use. But the problem is they're really tiny and they're going to be really annoying. Friend, we don't have enough space for you up here, okay? You can't fit. This is making a terrible, miserable mess. Oops. I'm not gonna be very happy taking this off. It's gonna be lots of fun. But it's cute. Kind of looks like it could work as a shirt if I get my shoulders going. I mean, this is as close as we're gonna get. I ran out of rhinestones, but you know, they're all like falling off when I'm moving because I didn't put enough glue on this thing. This was actually a lot of fun. I really do wish that I had enough red ones and the large ones because I really like the way it looks. It looks really fancy and kind of looks like a shirt, and it's not. You could tell the difference clearly because this is a different shade and it's pink and that's red. So I don't know how it looks on screen itself. Kind of blends in. I mean, I notice it, but it's not too bad. I feel like I look like a superhero or something, especially like when I move my hair. And it's just like, if this was green, I'd totally be like an Aquaman or something. Or woman. I don't know. I didn't watch the movie, so I don't know who the other characters are. Do I have any more Valentine's Day questions? What was your favorite Valentine's Day memory? I think my most vivid and favorite memory, well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily my favorite one because of what we had to do, but my husband and I had a paper to write and that was like due the next day. I don't know, our professor was like evil. So we couldn't go out and we couldn't really do anything special for Valentine's Day. I still wanted to do something nice for him and, you know, we just didn't have a chance to make a big dinner. We cooked like lobster ravioli and I like decorated the bathroom and I made a nice bubble bath. I had a bunch of vines and flowers and stuff, so like I hung them all over the ceiling and stuff and made kind of like a tropical oasis for us. And we just took a bath and relaxed and took a mini break from writing our paper. It was really nice. I don't remember what grade I think I got a B on that paper, but it was terrible to write. So I wasn't happy, but I was happy and I just wanted to relax with him, but I remember we couldn't. I don't have anything else. This look kind of worked and didn't work, so I'm losing rhinestones left to right and I'm ready to get this stuff off, but it does kind of look like a shirt. Anyways, have a wonderful night, morning, evening, or afternoon whenever you're watching. I'm gonna scrape and peel this paint and glitter and glue and things I don't know of off of my body, and you know, I'm gonna go to bed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Please, 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 if you want to support me and my channel, I just don't even rely on YouTube anymore because they've lost their mind with everything and just give creators no love or support. So I created a GoFundMe page and you can support me through there or just being here in general and, you know, saying hi and, you know, the fun stuff. So you don't necessarily have to do one or the other or both or whatever. I just want to say thank you. And I will see you at least next time.